In episode 2, Rick and Dan hike through Fairytale Canyon in Kyrgyzstan and meet some familiar faces along the way. While off-roading in the Lada Niva, they hunt for old Soviet monuments and stumble across a destroyed Soviet coal mine. They continue to rub shoulders with the locals and improve Australian and Kyrgyzstani international relations. And Dan puts beers in Lake Issyk-Kul. Anything to cool a beer, this guy.
All right, Rick, back behind the wheel of the Niva.
Oh, Dan, it is feeling good, my friend. It feels good to be back here in this seat, this steering wheel, this rattly old steering wheel in my hand. It's good.
Day 3, you just had your first successful light flash and you take that opportunity.
I took that opportunity. I'm driving like a real Kyrgyzstani now. I even beat the horn before at somebody, so,
yeah.
You know, that's something.
He's absolutely got the wind up him. And where are we this morning, mate?
We are outside the town of Tosor. We slept in Tosor last night and had an amazing dinner and an even more amazing breakfast. Fresh fruit and vegetables, freshly cooked bread, fresh everything, wasn't it, really? Yeah. Like,
incredible. The
best food made for you right then and there. So we are heading to, in English it's called Fairytale Canyon. In Kyrgyzstani, I couldn't even imagine what it is. So we're heading there now in the Niva, about 20 minutes away. And what do you think, Dan? What do you think of this landscape?
Yeah, it's wild. It's crazy how much it can change from yesterday in the mountains to this like Middle Eastern desert canyon.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get you back from Fairytale Canyon.
Yeah. Here we are checking in at the very top of Fairytale Canyon.
The peak. The absolute peak, actually.
Peak. You're now looking at the peak of male fitness and also the peak of Fairytale Canyon.
I'd like to come out. Oh, I've got so many thorns in my hands. I'd like to come out and say we must be at high altitude because this is ridiculous.
It's Puff City here, and there's definitely not higher spots over there.
Oh, Rick, don't show them.
Oh, sorry.
We took the scariest path and the hardest one, and that's why we're not surrounded by anybody.
Yeah. We are heading to that ridgeline up there.
Which is the real peak.
That's the real peak. It was April Fool's. But such a good view.
Oh, hi. I'm Dan.
Lord of the Rings quote.
Give them a moment for pity's sake. My knife always hills be growing with ox. There you go.
Добрый день. Добрый день. Good to see you.
А мы видели, вы приехали? Мы ночевали вон там, ну, в палатке.
Lada Niva, yeah.
Мы ночью приехали. Вчера. Ну, это понятно, да.
Sorry, mate. Hello.
Hello, my friends.
After reaching the real peak of Fairytale Canyon and unexpectedly finding Maxim and Rita again, we had a short chat and said our goodbyes. We proceeded to make our way down the canyon, and after some pretty sick drifts in the Fairytale Canyon sand, we got back onto the highway. Look at that man up there. What's he doing?
He's having a squat and a smoke.
He's having a squat and a ciggy. There was a road like up there. It was at this point I became personally invested in finding out why there was a statue of a man that looked like he was sitting down smoking a cigarette on top of this mountain. This led us through a local town and we ended up stumbling on an old Soviet coal mine. We've gone looking for a monument that we saw from the roadside, and it appeared that you have to like get to it like from the back of it, and we've ended up in what appears to be like an abandoned village or abandoned resort. You said, Dan? You reckon it might be?
Strikes me as the Lake Issyk-Kul resort. It's been abandoned.
And it's giving me Chernobyl vibes. Of
as a man who's been to Chernobyl.
As a guy that's been to Chernobyl, it feels a little bit like that. Oh, this looks like somebody's shack. Are they open? Is that a Soviet era mosaic then?
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright, so going back, I picked up some stalker artifacts.
Spill the beans.
From the ground. I had to do a little jump through some hoops, bit of a roll, but I found a cool like med pack that you'd see in the video game Stalker. So one of my favourite series, so I was thrilled about that. But Dan's quite interested in this place. There is a walled off house here. And what did you say, Dan? Like there's an electric front gate at the front?
Yeah, it's an electric front gate with wire back to the buildings.
Mosaic? Piece of one?
Yeah.
That building. Oh, there's fresh power lines down through there. Somebody must be living in here. Yeah, I don't want to intrude. See, those power lines look brand new. So I wonder what they power. Oh, I can see people down there. Alright, this is very cool. And I can see people living here, so I don't want to trespass. I've had my look. And this is very cool. I like this a lot. Look at that big cube up there. Oh, interesting. So the building on the end had like fresh power lines going to it. Like they were still like silver, shiny.
Interesting.
So yeah, there was power going into that end building there.
Yeah, the one with the glass.
The one
Yeah.
with the glass. And then there's like a ramp that goes up next to it like that. And I walked out to the edge of it, and when I looked over, like I could see the valley, but there I could also see a guy working, and it looks like he's living down there. Like there was a truck
Yeah.
there, a couple other like living things, and he was like working away on his tractor or something.
Yeah, right.
I'll show the footage, but yeah, I was like, well, somebody's obviously living here. We left the coal mine and proceeded to get back onto the highway and retrace our steps. We had seen a road that possibly led to the monument, which we thought we'd try. This road didn't appear to have been driven on for quite a while, so we did what we do best and made our own path. What are we doing, Dan? I think you could say that we are hunting Soviet monuments
That's certainly been the key of today.
in a Lada Niva.
Yeah.
We've Niva'd our way up this hill behind us. Quite a treacherous track, if I may say so myself. Piloted by an absolute expert.
You certainly found the topper first.
And big monument behind us of the Kyrgyzstanis riding a dragon or fighting a dragon.
Yeah, it's
I'm not quite sure. And then there are guys with guns on a roof over here, and there is an eagle on that roof. And look at the view that you get from this monument. That is Lake
Issyk-Kul?
And
Something like that.
my trusty navigator
I'm on the beers.
is on the beers. So we were just in town. I don't know what the name of the town was.
Kaysai, I don't think.
Kaysai,
Yeah.
Kaysai. And we had a look at some of the apartment buildings that were there. And actually before that we went and found some sort of ruins. Did you figure out what they were?
Pretty sure it's a coal miners' camp.
Coal miners' camp.
But it was pretty like ornate, and
Yeah.
one of the few listings for it is on the CIA website of list of Soviet infrastructure, like power infrastructure areas.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we checked out that and then went in town, got some beers, got some vodka.
How'd you get the vodka, Rick?
I ordered it using my Russian language skills, and the people were absolutely thrilled. And they asked me where I was from, and I said I'm from Australia, and you should have seen their eyes just light up and go, wow, so far. So that was very nice, and they were very, very lovely people.
Everyone seems to know Canberra.
Yeah, Canberra is the place that everybody knows. The gentleman did mention Sydney as well.
Yeah.
That was another place that he knew.
Sucks.
Sydney does suck. So we're probably going to be camping tonight. We've got the supplies for camping. We got pot noodles, water, and beer and vodka. So
And some bin bags.
and bin bags. So
Half for taking our rubbish because leave nothing but footprints, but also half because I'm keen to put beers in the bin bags in a stream. Nature's esky.
for cooling.
There was
Okay,
ulterior
so-
motives to my great bin bag quest that I didn't let Rick know about.
You had me fooled.
Here I was thinking I was just very environmentally friendly.
All right, cool. Well, we're going to get
Let's go hunt
Neva
this
then.
paper mache.
I think
chap.
so, mate. I think so. Not sure if you can see, viewers, but there's the Neva in its natural habitat. Getting overlooked by, Dan, help me here,
Minas,
Minas, over there behind the power lines.
hero of Kyrgyzstan, united the tribes.
So I can see a little telegraph track up a little bit closer to him. We won't be hiking up to it today, I can be certain of that. But maybe just getting up a little bit closer to him, because it doesn't really look that far. Depends how rough this road is,
Yeah.
eh?
There could just be a big washout which ends things, but
Yeah,
we'll go as far as we can.
but we'll go and try. We tried, viewers, we really did. After reaching the start of the telegraph track, we found that it had been washed out and we'd have to invest in shovels and earth-moving equipment to make it usable again. Regardless of this failure, the feeling of off-roading in a hire vehicle is second to none.
How you going there, Rick?
Good! I'm having a fucking blast, mate! I've got no idea where we're going, but
Not strictly a road.
we are nevering, mate.
Yeah, correct.
We are nevering.
Neva means to wander aimlessly.
It's so nimble.
Yeah.
Like,
Small off-roaders, mate.
short wheelbase, it's skinny, and all the power you could need.
Well, on the road to our campsite, and we saw this wonderful modern-looking market. They had all sorts of confectionaries and things. Rick, what did you pick up?
I found a new vodka I haven't had yet. We found the Zateki Goose as
Goose?
well, which is an 8% beer. We found two Baltica 9s, which I love a Baltica. And Dan, what did you find, bud?
I've got a... What? Shit. Accetypical. Blue bad boy. Now that's a car beer, so that just sits in the footwell there. And that's to get us. We got 90 k's to go, so, you know.
I won't be drinking.
Yeah. Not
Right.
drinking and driving, but as passenger, it is my obligation
You have to.
to drink. That's what they say here.
But
It's
when
the
we
law.
get to camp, the Baltica and this will be getting the top off.
Did you buy any snacks?
No, I
I
didn't.
forgot to. Alright, some more Roadworks Road to go. Where are you now, Rick?
Oh, Dan, all I know is that we're in Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah.
I really do not know where we are. We are still near the Lake Issyk-Kul.
Issyk-Kul?
And we were just driving past and we just saw this huge monument.
Yeah.
Здравствуйте! Как дела? Как дела?
Let's go up and have a look at the names. All the names of the locals, most likely, who went off to fight.
Water? Voda?
Нет,
Voda?
водка.
Vodka. So I'd just like to take a moment here and let everybody know that the word for water in Russian is voda.
Вода.
And it sounds a little bit like vodka in English, so I just had to double check. Vodka or voda?
Не, водка, водка.
Vodka? That sounded a lot like vodka to me.
Вода не надо, вода море. Я как думаю,
Меня зовут Рик.
Меня зовут Dan.
вы немцы, да?
Dan.
Немцы, да? По национальности.
Я из Австралии. Yeah. Меня...
Это делает.
Hm?
Как это?
Sorry.
Лекарство делает.
My Russian is terrible, mate. I do apologize.
Я
Nothing.
не понимаю.
His man. He's Ruski.
Спасибо. Я понял.
That's okay, is it?
Счастливый человек я.
That's right.
Давайте, Рахмат.
Oh, we're not going to share, mate.
Сам пойду.
We go drink by the water.
Oh.
Я думаю, иностранцы, попробую спросить, думаю.
Have a good day.
Didn't quite get that.
Нет сигарет, sorry.
Не курите.
Sorry, don't smoke.
Здоровый будет.
Спасибо.
Рахмат.
Пока-пока.
Seems like you just lost a vodka there, mate.
Very quickly.
Oh no, we've only got 8 bottles left.
I didn't get to do a Rick's vodka review on that one.
We'll have to get another one.
I was going to crack the top and share it with
Yeah.
him, and he's just like, nah, that'll do.
He's going to go drink it sitting back down by the water. That may have bought us our camping ticket for the night, though.
I love that he's like,
My throat. It's
vodka.
I got an itchy throat, is all.
Well, we're going to have to stop by another market, Dan, so I
Yeah.
can replace that one. But,
Otherwise, I wouldn't touch the stuff. But
anyway, so we sort of saw the monument, didn't we?
here's the back of it. I mean, we've got a friend over there.
We do have a friend. We need to be careful he doesn't join us.
That's also true, yeah.
Because the language is going to be very difficult.
It would make for a tough night of convo, for sure.
I'm not sure it's going to flow very well.
He's not going to like all the Lagman jokes, probably. He's just going to make him hungry.
Vodka or voda?
What's voda?
Water.
Water? Yeah. It's very close, Russia. It's
Because I was,
very close.
Like, you know, this would typically be, like, I'm parched.
Yeah.
I need some water.
I think that is what he was saying, but he was saying, I'm parched, I need some vodka.
Yeah, exactly.
Quick, Rick. Medicine.
Apotheca.
Oh, better.
Хорошо. By the way, I have just parked at the campsite.
Yeah,
and I'm not actually
no
driving.
more driving.
This is it. The keys are in the ignition.
Yeah. But there's no more driving for today.
But-
this is our campsite. This is our way of saying goodbye to Lake Issyk-Kul, who's been a good friend for the last 2 days. But there's some horses. There's Schmoblock Steve and his band of merry blowbows back there.
So the guy that we gave the bottle of vodka to, he just walked down, I don't know, 100 meters?
Yeah.
And now he's just sitting in a group of like 6 other men that all look fairly well plastered, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting around, and there's a car there, and like 6 guys are going to fit into like a...
An Astra, it looked like?
Like an Astra or like a Hyundai Getz.
Yeah.
They're all plastered and they're all going to drive home.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
I bet he was thinking, fuck, I'm going to this group with nothing. Like, they're going to have brought the grog and I'm going to absolutely have nothing to offer. And he's like, God be praised. Oh, you must have such a parched throat.
I'm parched, my friend.
Yeah.
And yeah. That's the good stuff.
Yeah. It's worth noting, this is my second bottle of this as a passenger, so...
And these are 1.5, so you've probably had what, 2 litres?
Yeah. Well, probably a bit more than that. But hey, if you think about it, that's not even a 6-pack of 500ml Asahis. Right, Rubes? You'd back me on that.
Math checks out. We are camping on Lake Issyk-Kul.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got some horses over here. We've got lots of green scenery. We've got the lake, as you can see behind me. I believe that Bishkek is over in that direction. Some bins. I think there's some toilets here as well. But we are, so far, as I can see, the only people camping here. Which I think is pretty great. It is, what, Tuesday, I think, today? Tuesday. But just beautiful green fields with some trees, and the road is on the other side of the trees, but the road noise is not too bad at all. So I'm really quite thrilled with this place, to be honest. Then costs nothing as well to stay here, as far as I know. As far as I read the board and and correctly translated it. Of course. Did. Yeah, we're good. How many beers have you had?
Well, I feel like I've been put on the spot.
Total number of beers consumed.
This is my third.
Yeah, okay.
So
all right,
I'm not really deep into the evening at all.
Okay, only
the first
3
two
beers.
were 1.5 litres.
Okay.
But that's right. 3 total.
Oh no.
Double bag it.
We've had a problem.
These are shite bags.
Are they?
Look, it's not Kyrgyzstan's fault.
So what we're planning on here is to put them in the bag and then put them in Lake Issyk-Kul.
Yep.
And hopefully
Keeps being a boy.
they're going to cool down. How's your throat feeling, Dan? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, I've got the cure. There it is. It's on top of the roof. That's better.
Oh, thank God. I couldn't speak there for a second.
Yeah, it was just... It's already...
Nah.
You got to go a bit further in than that, mate.
You hold that bad boy.
Anything to cool a beer, this guy.
That's how you do it.
So we aren't littering.
No.
No.
I'm going to go.
We will come back for it.
I'm going to go get that in a second.
Are you okay, Dan? If you're not here, you're missing out.
That's right.
How long are you going to leave those in there for?
Half an hour.
Half hour? All right. Two beers.
It's romantic.
Cheers.
Breaking up some Kyrgyz romantic today.
I'd just like to take a moment to say that you should always drink responsibly, and anything seen in this video has been performed by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. There might have been a couple of drinks consumed that afternoon, but this was required, as the bedding that came with the car included 1 broken tent, 2 decent sleeping bags, but no mattresses or pillows. Hello everybody, we've just left our camp for the night and we're heading towards Konorchek Canyon, Konorchek I think it is, and then onto another point of interest I can't remember the name of, and then on to Bishkek for today.
Yes, I'm driving. My road's been perfect. We got like 1,000 roadworks yesterday. But so far, it's been good. Niva started on one turnover, so we're all happy.
So all the naysayers that said I couldn't do it in a Niva, we are doing it in a Niva.
That's right.
So,
and we'll never live to regret those words.
no. If you couldn't tell by our lack of energy, we were quite hungover that morning. Anyway, after a night of sleeping on something that was essentially a piece of cardboard and no pillow, we headed off to Konorchek Canyon. After arriving, we were greeted with dirt roads and lovely views of the mountain pass. There weren't many people on this particular road, and the end goal was to find a point of interest that I had randomly saved in Google Maps. This proved to be easier said than done. doing, Dan?
We're off-roading up in the canyons, mountains, to see a canyon, which we think is over there.
Yeah.
So we just sort of pointed the Niva up a dirt road, which got pretty rough in sections.
Yeah.
We've had to switch to four-wheel drive low.
Exciting. And try and find four-wheel drive low and then switch into it.
Yeah, on a hill, and the one thing we haven't told you about the Niva is that it doesn't have a handbrake.
So, like any Toyota Land Cruiser, the Niva is very similar in pedigree to the Cruiser. So, enough clutch and enough revs, you can really get anywhere, is what I've always said. So
You say that a lot.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to keep Nivering.
Bye.
We started to make our way down the canyon, and after seeing a few rock slides and even pieces of previous vehicles in the gully, we decided that on-foot recon was required before we got too far down the path and couldn't turn back. Oh. This little pass here, that juts in a little bit. Oh, I don't think Dan's gonna like this bit. I don't like the look of this. That looks very washed out. But that is quite washed. Oh, I don't like this. Yeah, no. That's very narrow. I don't think the Niva is that skinny for that. It's skinny, but it's not that skinny. Nah. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call that, and probably say to Dan no, because of that bit there. That's so narrow. Between there and there. Because you'd have to mount this side of the wall. You got trees, you got rocks that are gonna fall onto it, and if you slip, it's all over. Yeah, no. I don't like that. Do not like that. Not in the hire car anyway. How do you think he's going to take the news? I think Dan will appreciate that I'm honest. My advice would be no.
Yeah.
Because it gets worse than that.
Yeah, okay.
And it's quite narrow. I'll show you on the video, but you would have to climb to the side. There's loose rocks up here.
Yeah.
Bush hanging over it. And if you slid, it'd be over. And it's soft.
Yeah.
It gets softer down there. So
that's all I needed to hear, mate.
I hate to break it to you, but we're not going to get to
Smooth Lock Canyon.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to help me turn her around?
Why is there water in the bottom here?
I don't know why your footwell's so wet.
There's something leaking. Something dripping. Oh, there is water under there. Oh.
It's going to be quite a smoky show.
Yep, turn. Yep. Oh, hello. After using up some more clutch material turning around, we pointed the Niva back down the mountain pass. Along the way, we found a fellow Niva driver in need of some help. He'd obviously been Nivering too hard up the pass and was just taking a quick break before continuing back up the mountain at max RPM. Хорошо?
Туриста?
Да.
Откуда?
Я из Австралии.
Австралия.
Yeah, long way.
Австралия.
Yeah.
Вы молодцы. Скоро уже.
Oh, good. Okay. I think he said that he would like to travel Australia,
Oh yeah?
but he's only ever been here, I think. There's something that's fairly interesting is that on the side of the road,
Yeah.
on the side of the road, there are lots of parked cars with tanks of petrol. And so what they do here is they cross the border into Kazakhstan, they buy petrol by the litre because it is half the price of it in Kyrgyzstan, and they just cross the border, come back and then sell it on the side of the street here, cheaper than what you would buy it at the service station here, but obviously more expensive than what they pay for it in Kazakhstan. So that provides enough money for people to live, from what I'm told. And there are so many police on this road with speed cameras. It's
Wow.
how many
More
have
than
we
I've ever seen.
Dan?
Oh,
Probably
like 20?
20 police cars, stationary police cars,
Yeah.
set up with like their speed cameras, catching and
Getting
yeah,
a lot of people.
getting a lot of people. So yeah, interesting. We've made our way to Bishkek today. Fairly long drive, would you say, Dan?
Yeah, it felt longer than it was, I'm sure,
Yeah.
after that night camping.
Yeah, big night camping, not much sleep, hard ground, cold.
So cold,
is how I
unbelievably
would
cold, yeah.
sum it up. Anyway, we've made it to the capital city of Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, sit here and hear about our hardships, everyone. How rough it's been.
I'm on holiday and I had to sleep a bit rough last night. We're having massive 1 litre beers. We just ate an entire pallet load of meat, beautifully seasoned
Lamb, beef, chicken.
beef,
Like mince, sausage thing.
potatoes,
Oh, delicious taters.
onions, like an unbelievably good meal. Yet to have a bad meal here, to be really honest.
I've not had one.
Anything you'd like to add, Dan?
Oh, we're at the Pinta Pub, is the name of this place. So if
Yeah.
you're ever in downtown Bishkek, this is probably one to check out.
We have some pretty good accommodation tonight, I think.
Oh, we splurged a little on it.
Yeah. Considering the night we had last night, we went a little bit bigger this time. Dan's initial thoughts of Bishkek city?
It's actually, the inner city part is actually really beautiful. There's modern buildings and parks and fountains, the biggest
Yeah.
flag you've ever seen.
Yeah.
You could be in in any part of Europe really,
Yeah.
for the centre.
Yeah.
And then the outskirts are what you'd expect.
Yeah, a bit rural, I think, would be the way to describe it. Would that be fair?
A lot of corrugated tin.
Yeah. I must say, the traffic, I wasn't driving today, but the traffic in the city was terrible and the drivers are all over the place.
Yeah, literally insane. I drove into the city. It was a bad, no good time.
Yeah.
Didn't like any of it. I really gave the Niva's clutch a workout.
So hopefully there's some clutch material left for me tomorrow when I drive. And we'll probably get up pretty early tomorrow and leave the city. Not because the food isn't good, but just the traffic. That's
It's
the
worth
other-
noting Kyrgyz don't get up before 10 a.m.
No, so we
So you could literally sleep in and still make it out before
Yeah.
a Kyrgyz sparrow has farted.
here we are in the haunted house. It's actually quite nice.
When the lights are on.
When the lights are on, it's just
Which is never.
It's just been finished, I think, like getting built.
It's not done yet.
So let's go for a walk. We'll have a look at the balcony. Oh, it's actually ajar. And if I have a look out here, you'll see that there's not really much of a balcony. And it just goes off into darkness, complete darkness. Care to invite us in?
Sure, please. Now it's a bit messy. Give me a break. We just came back from camping.
But, you know, toilet, shower, don't need to look in the two-quick bed. Little side table. And Dan's even got a view in here. Not sure how much you'll be able to see. Oh yeah, that actually picks up. Aircon set to 17 degrees.
Correct.
So, TV as well. Like, you know, really modern room.
This is a Yasin.
Everybody knows Yasin brand.
Yeah, it's better than LG.
So yeah, nice place.
Very nice place.
Unfinished PowerPoint
That's a problem.
here.
They also installed a rock instead of a bed, which I guess was maybe an ordering mistake or a translation error.
In the next episode, the pretzel truck doesn't have the grit, balls, or lack of fear to survive the mountain pass. The Niva gets to see some snow, while we get to sleep in the warmest yurts ever. We're stopped by the Kyrgyzstani police, and you get to see Rick lose $300 in about 5 seconds. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one.